वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातम् अहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओम् तत्सत्। Hare Krishna to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm not going to say something new. It is something which already has been said in this session. So we are trying to repeat those words, trying to share our realization. What we have learned, we are trying to kind of, revise those things for our memory, for our practice, for our spiritual realization, and definitely our spiritual advancement also in this path of bhakti. It is an amazing gift actually, Chaitanya Charitamrita. When it comes, the name Chaitanya Charitamrita comes in front of your eyes, or when you hear, Amrit comes actually. It's a nectar, and the nectar should never be missed. Nectar should be released at any situation, That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered to be the ripened fruit, which is the most dear, which is the most sweetest actually. Srila Prabhupada said the most sweetest fruit of Krishna consciousness is Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you taste from anywhere, it is always the sweetest, you know. So you take any lila, you take any pastime, you take any chapter, you take any shloka, it is always the nectar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So we are very fortunate to actually discuss, to talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and to learn and imbibe those wonderful devotional practices in our life as well. And definitely, we are very, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada who gave us this nectar. Otherwise, we would have never, got this mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ever in our life. We couldn't have imagined that even in our dreams. So, Ranjani Mahaprabhu will share the screen, or shall I share, or you can share, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I'm sharing Prabhuji. I was just
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Or otherwise, I'll try to share. Don't worry. I think
Prabhuji,
I have it on.
which can you see the page now?
I can, but there is something in the middle coming. Sign in to get started with
Oh,
PowerPoint.
is it maybe let me reshare, Prabhu. I'm sharing the wrong window then.
Okay.
1 second. What about now, Prabhuji?
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I think, yeah, brilliant. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. You are the savior. So, we have gone through Mahaprabhu's Mondays for many, sessions, and very senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada has come and shared the nectar with all of us. For the next couple of weeks, what we are going to do is that, the different devotees from East London will be sharing their realizations, their learnings, and we all, obviously, it's an open platform, so you all are welcome to share your realizations also. And we are trying to churn the nectar in that way so that we can get the maximum out of it. Because when you get the nectar, you try to get more and more actually. So you revise that, you keep reading it, you keep listening again and again, and then you have a different realizations. So I think it's a great idea. All thanks to Yamuneshwari Mataji for giving us this idea to go back and share our realizations, so that we will interpret, we will actually go into the detail of it, so that we don't miss any of the, even a small particle of that nectar also. So I have particularly taken His Grace Manidhar Prabhu's session actually. Obviously, he's a very senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he gave this class from actually Sweden. He was in Sweden. So when he was giving this class, so I took some, the points what Prabhu shared, and we are going to take inspiration from those points and how we can actually learn, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from his, sharing as well. So we'll go to the next slide. How this whole thing has come up actually, what Srila Prabhupada said is that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not, yeah, thank you, that's fine. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not very much specified in the Vedas or any of the Upanishads or the Shastras or the Puranas. Very hidden avatar actually, Gupta avatar. But the people who know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are the most, basically very, very fortunate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most magnanimous and we are the most fortunate people. So just imagine how much, grateful we should be to Srila Prabhupada that he gave us the real nectar, the nectar of this hidden avatar. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, obviously, you all know that 500 years ago when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he came with a very specific reason to give us that practice of devotional service. Because when Krishna said, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja, but we didn't know how to do that Sharana. We didn't know how to do that surrender. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he showed, he exhibited that idea of that surrender, that how you should be, how you should become a devotee, how you should follow the devotional life. So that's why, obviously, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Varnan, you might know from all different ways, from different Puranas in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th verse, I mean, 5th chapter, 32nd verse, which you all know. कृष्ण वर्णम त्विषा कृष्णम सांगोपांगास्त्र पार्षदम यज्ञ संकीर्तन प्राये यजंती ही सुमेधसा यज्ञ sankirtana praye. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to propagate this sankirtan movement, the sankirtan yajna, because in Kali Yuga there is no other yajna which is as effective as other, in other yugas. There were many other different, different methods were there, but in particularly in Kali Yuga, none of the methods are very effective compared to Sankirtan Yajna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us this Sankirtan Yajna, this wonderful holy name to all of us, so that we can chant it anywhere from any condition actually. Right now I can also chant, I'm in a different place, but I can chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. I feel blissful, and I'm actually loudly chanting, so the people over here also should hear. They should also get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is the magnanimity, that is the most amazing, quality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we can chant it anywhere, in any condition, in any situation actually. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us this idea of devotional service in the most simplest way, because Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga is Sankirtan. Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga is the chanting of the holy name. There is nothing else. So in different yugas we had different methods, but in Kali Yuga this is the only method. So we are very, very fortunate that we got this idea of Chaitanya Charitamrita by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, which is basically given in the real way by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, but Prabhupada translated it in English language so that we all can get this nectar as well. We go to the next slide now. Now coming to this unconditional distribution of love of Godhead. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did? There was no condition. It was unconditional actually. You just imagine, Mahaprabhu went all over India. For 6 years he wonderfully traveled everywhere, and wherever he went he just, distributed this love of Godhead like anything. It was like a flood. It was a wonderful flood. As soon as people see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu they get transformation. As soon as people touch Chaitanya Mahaprabhu they get changed. As soon as people hug Chaitanya Mahaprabhu they are completely a different person. Imagine the magnanimity, imagine that moment. What was it actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present? I'm having goosebumps right now. Probably you all might have the same. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as you say the name, you feel ecstasy actually, So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is all about ecstasy. He distributed the love of God in a very free way. But when he distributed, people took it very nicely as well. They did not take it cheaply. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very particular about principles as well. That when you are giving, you have to value it. You know, when we are giving this Krishna consciousness to others, obviously we know the value of Krishna consciousness. But since we are just becoming an instrument of our previous acharyas, we have to give as it is. We are not changing. We are not kind of, converting it to it anyway. whatever we have got, we have to give simply in the same way, because then it will actually work as it is also. So without any discrimination, it should be open for all. And when we did this Be a Gardener campaign, we did not see, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's this wonderful mercy was distributed throughout the whole world, they did not check that what is their background, are they actually, following this Sanatan Dharma or not. Everyone and anyone is actually eligible to get this mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not discriminate, how can we, do that thing? We should never discriminate. So when you talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, obviously we value that thing, but we give without discrimination. We don't discriminate. We don't put some ideology. We don't put an idea of, being a Hindu, being an Indian, or being whatever. There are different bodily designations are there, but these none of these actually matter when it comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's a real unconditional thing. We'll go to the next slide now. These are very simple slides I made, so will be very easy. It will be very easy to remember, and we can share these slides to all of you also, so that you can actually, you know recap again and again and imbibe these things in your life. And what Manidhar Prabhu said, how he actually started his session, is that it's all because of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada and other previous acharyas said, Yadi Gaur na hoy to. But Prabhupada disciple said, Yadi Prabhupada na hoy to. Yadi Prabhupada na hoy to tabe ki hoy to jivan bahi to kaise. If Prabhupada wasn't there, we wouldn't have got this mercy what we are talking right now in different places of probably in UK or maybe in different parts of world as well. And Prabhupada was very serious in giving this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission to each and every soul of this whole world. And what Manidhar Prabhu was saying in that session is that because people didn't know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he said this is a very urgent thing. We have to distribute the knowledge of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People should know about Mahaprabhu. And for that, we need to have a book. So for that, obviously I have written the book. Because Prabhupada was so ahead of the publishers or the editors or the illustrators. He was so ahead in, dictating, writing and everything. And when, this whole thing came up, with the discussion with all the disciples and all the BBT publishers, and when Prabhupada asked, they said, it's going to take a very long time. And when Prabhupada said it's a vital book actually to understand Mahaprabhu's teaching, so we cannot delay. We cannot delay at all. We have to give it in a very short span of time. And when, other BBT publishers, they said, Prabhupada, this is completely impossible. We cannot do it. And then Prabhupada, gave this wonderful, very well-known statement that impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. It is not a word existing in the right people's dictionary, actually. When Krishna is giving you the mercy, Krishna is giving you the intelligence, how can you not do it actually? You are eligible to do it. And then he said the life was different. After that statement of Prabhupada, the life was different. They were working day and night, 24 hours actually. And they did it in the right frame, the right time, what Prabhupada mentioned. And actually he was sharing, it was so interesting because all the painters, when they were painting all the paintings, basically, if it comes to the middle of the night, then the next painter takes over. Just imagine, when let's say the half of the painting is done, the next painter, another painter comes and takes over the half remaining painting. Just imagine, how did they do it? But when you open this Chaitanya Charitamrita book, wonderful, the paintings and the wonderful illustrations, what a wonderful piece of work. We can see it's a dedication of all the disciples of Prabhupada. They work day and night and make it happen in the right time frame, what Prabhupada actually asked them to do. And when Prabhupada saw that published one, Prabhupada was in real ecstasy. Prabhupada was so happy and he said, I'm so proud of all of you actually. Sometimes, when we are in comfort zone, we don't do the actual thing what we can do. And then the spiritual master comes in the middle and he says, you can do it. I think you need to come out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself, come out, do it, you can do it. And then they did it actually. So what we learned from this incident also is that if a spiritual master says something to us, if our shiksha guru or a guide says something to us, please take it as a word of Krishna. Don't take it lightly. If your spiritual master, if somebody who is guiding you in a very wonderful way, take it very seriously and try to do it. Do not ever say it's impossible. Do not ever say that I can't do it. That's what I learned. It's a big lesson for me also, because sometimes I think that, I can't do it. But who am I to actually judge the situation? Who am I to judge the, different things which is connected to that service? The service is given by Krishna to me. I am a receiver here. I am a recipient of the mercy. How can I say, no, I don't need the mercy? I mean, I should be intelligent there and I should grab that mercy. I should grab that opportunity and let me try. What maximum will happen is that probably I may not be able to do the way it should be done, or maybe in the way, or in the time frame which is prescribed. But at least I tried. And Krishna sees the intention, not the result of any activity. And that's what I learned. And when Manidhar Prabhu said, it really pierced in my heart that whenever instruction comes from my senior devotees, when the seniors, I must grab it actually. I should never say no. Otherwise, I'll be bereft from that real mercy. Actually they are calling me now. Maybe Ranjan Nimai Prabhu, can you take some time and then I'll come back? Is it okay? Um, is that all right? Yeah. So
Absolutely
I'll
fine.
I'll I'll be
Absolutely.
back in like 10,
Yes,
15
yes,
minutes.
yes,
Sorry
yes,
about that.
please. Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you so much, bro. Jai Krishna devotees, so sorry for that. I think Prabhuji will be joining in a couple of minutes. Uh, Meanwhile, if any Mathura Dham devotees, because today is the turn of Mathura Dham for sharing the realization. So, if any devotee would like to share anything from the BA Gardener campaign, or from their experience so far, hearing from so many wonderful guest speaker has come from all around the world. It's a great opportunity to share your heart. It could be like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and it's a great opportunity to share your heart and share realization and enthusiasm. So any devotee would like to grab this? It's short notice, but it's if anything would like to share anything from the recent sessions or anything, that will be.
Prabhu, I just want to share one. It will only take a minute or so.
No, you can take more than minute, Mataji.
I will.
Please go ahead, Mataji. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Hare Krishna devotees. Throughout the campaign and also the various devotees who've given class, it comes out loud and clear that the holy name is so important. We cannot underestimate the power of the holy name. And even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, throughout it, it was emphasized that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only talked about, Krishna Leela or, confidential matters with his immediate devotees. When he went preaching, he never talked about Krishna Leela, Krishna pastimes, or anything. Everything was around the holy name. And even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said, my spiritual master uh, considered me a fool, and he just gave me this mantra to chant. And recently I heard one little class on Shivas Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Shivas Pandit and says, I've got a disease, I don't know what it is, but when I chant the holy name, my hairs stand on end, the tears are rolling out of my eyes, and sometimes I fall down, and then Shivas Pandit says, I want the disease, and such a sweet, like it's so sweet pastimes, and like the holy name, like we underestimate. We just like get up in the morning, you chant the holy name, and then go about our business. But everything is in the holy name, and this has come out like loud and clear throughout the classes, and even any recent class I've heard, all around, is on the holy name. So much emphasis on the holy name. And I know one Mataji, she used to be part of East London. She's still part of East London, but she doesn't live in East London. And she moved away, and she was undergoing many problems throughout her Krishna conscious life. And one thing she never stopped doing was chanting the holy name. So like every day she chants 16 rounds, but on Ekadasi she will make a point of chanting 64 rounds. And she said, if it wasn't for the holy name, I wouldn't be standing up. I would be, like gone mad, or something would have happened to me. But the holy name has given me so much strength. And so when I talk to, like one of my services to connect people who have been in Krishna consciousness, but for some reason or another, they have kind of moved away. So when I call them, this is what the message I give them is, that I can't solve anything. I'm far away. And only the holy name can actually help us. Like Krishna has given us everything through the holy name. We can get everything we want. So that was kind of my realization, which I wanted to share. Prabhu, thank you so much.
Jai, amazing. Thank you so much, Kushum Mataji, for sharing the crux and jewel, and Hindi mein we say nichod of all the scriptures or chanting the holy name of the Lord. So thank you so much, Kushum Mataji, for sharing your heart, Mataji. Any other devotees would like to share anything? Hare Krishna. We have around 57 devotees. Any devotees who have got the Chaitanya Charitamrita set this year, or uh, or they have started reading Chaitanya Charitamrita? We'll be very happy to hear from them.
Prabhu, I'll share with one little more.
Oh, is it? Okay, I was just checking some message I got from Prabhu. So yeah, please, Mataji. Yeah.
Yeah, the other one is, we were requested to memorize, the prayer to spiritual master. What do you call it? The Mangala Charana. Yeah.
Which we
And
used to do before ECC session,
yeah,
Mataji.
and
That one.
we were requested to
Yes,
chant
learn
during
it.
this, during the
Mm-hmm.
campaign. And so I can't remember, honestly. I tried so much. But one of the things at the end, it says that if you remember uh, Guru, Vaishnavas, and Bhagavan, and
Mm-hmm.
then all your problems will be solved. You know, and so I'm finding that, that before I start chanting, I will recite the Mangal Charan. Then a couple of times I'll do it, but still to this day I can't remember all the shlokas. But I said it will come one day. But reciting this, it kind of brings to your memory. I must remember Guru, Vaishnava, and obviously Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, what they have done for us. Like, because I know for a fact that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, hadn't kind of made simplified it for me personally, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, because you look at other not religions, but even within the Hindu religions, that, oh, you have to do this puja, remember this mantra and this mantra. And so many things they will tell you. I would have never come into Krishna consciousness, and because it's been simplified for me, that I am able to be in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for me, personally speaking. So everything's there on the plate for us. It's up to us, in each individual, whether we take it. And Srila Prabhupada West, be sincere and serious, and then, we will go forward. Otherwise, there's no hope for all of us. Thank you, Prabhupada.
Jai, thank you so much, Mataji. You have a lot of realization to share, so thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah, any other devotees? We have some, I think 5 minutes who is joining. So if you can share anything, especially from Mathura Dham devotees, if they are there. Today's turn is there. Any devotees from Mathura Dham? Please come forward, share your heart. Don't be shy. It's also a service, sharing your heart with the devotees.
Sorry, Prabhu, I just joined the call. What do we have to share?
Yes, Mataji. So what we are doing, like each dham is going to share how was the gardener campaign, and we had so many sessions from various um, senior Vaishnava like Manidhar Prabhu uh, and other devotees have given. So if we can reflect the thought process which they have given, some points from their session or how was entire Chaitan Charitamrita, be a gardener campaign, Mataji. So that was there, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, I think it was a wonderful experience. First of all, I think we are really very fortunate to be a to be a part of this, be a gardener campaign. So it's like a blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we are getting an opportunity to distribute Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have always distributed books of Srila Prabhupada. Now, this is like, the PhD we are giving, the real essence of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And I think from Mathura Dham, like all the Bhakti Vrikshas participated actively. And I think even for us, for me, basically, when we were doing Nitai Gauranga Bibi, Amit Prabhu from our Bhakti Vriksha, he is the Sankirtan lead. So he took it very seriously. And he was, very actively asking everyone to be a part of it and contribute towards getting one Chaitanya Charitamrita set for our Bhakti Vriksha also, so that if we want to know more, so we can know more about Chaitanya Leela. So in that way, I think, each and every Bhakti Vriksha had the same mood that we must get a Chaitanya Charitamrita set for our Bhakti Vriksha so that we all can read and know more about Chaitanya Leela and get to know more about him. So I think this was a very good opportunity that we all participated in it in some or the other way. I think Prabhu is here, I think.
Yes, Jai, thank you so much,
I'm back.
Mataji. Yeah, so
Thank you.
Prabhu, all
Thank you
okay?
so much.
We can proceed, Arjun?
Yes, we can proceed. Yes, we can
Yeah,
carry
so
on.
in our absence, two devotees, Kushum Mataji and Nikunju Mataji, they both share lovely realization too. So
Oh,
I'll
that's so
share my
nice.
screen back now.
They're better than me, actually. You could have carried on with that.
Praji, you want to hear some? Yes, over to you, Praji.
So basically, what I learned from what Prabhupada was mentioning, that it's a very urgent thing, we have to distribute, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy in a very urgent way to the whole world. And when you distribute Chaitanya Charitamrita, you should not delay it. When we have got, you just imagine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given you a fruit, you are holding it in your hand, and people are in the queue. Just imagine, the fruit is in your hand and people are there in the queue. You must distribute it, you must give it in their hand. The more you keep it in your hand, obviously, people will miss that opportunity. So we have to give it out, like, in a very best possible way. Just keep giving. It's an urgent thing, actually, and people are in real need of it right now in this world. We'll go to the next slide. Yeah, so that's why, this whole thing has come up, this Be a Gardener campaign, that and Prabhupada was very much focused. And what Manidhar Prabhu was saying in that session also, that Prabhupada said that you have to distribute it. Don't keep it to yourself. So once, obviously all the sets are printed and everything was done, then the devotees, the disciples of Prabhupada, they came and said, Prabhupada, I think we haven't got the real idea or we haven't read it fully yet. But Prabhupada said, okay, you keep reading it, but at the same time, you keep distributing it as well. Don't wait until you read it fully and then you distribute that day. I mean, it will be too late. So we have to distribute it straight away. And Prabhu was mentioning that, obviously we were not like a big time. Normally, when you go out for book distribution, you give a small book like Chant and Be Happy. So you give, that's an easy thing to give, Chant and Be Happy, or maybe IIT test, or like a small perfection of yoga. But when you talk about a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita, oh my God, that's not easy. Probably for Pari, it's a easy thing. But for us, for people like me, or even Manidhar Prabhu was saying, it wasn't an easy job actually. And we said, Prabhupada, I mean, this is okay, we printed it, that's fine. But to distribute is another task actually. How can we distribute it? But it was a wonderful mercy of Srila Prabhupada, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, that it is possible. It is also possible. And people are ready to pay for it. People are ready to accept it. People are ready to actually read it. People are ready to apply it in their life. So how can we say that, okay, I can't distribute a set. Sometimes we think that, oh my God, it's difficult. But the people say, it's not, I want to get it. Can you please give it to me? I'll pay for it also. So the distribution of Chaitanya Charitamrita was a real important thing. And then Manidhar Prabhu was mentioning that as well, that if we don't give it, who else? Who else will give? So kind of, this thing is coming to us. We don't want to become the last end of this chain. We want to carry on basically. So pass it on. Whatever mercy you have got, pass it on to the next one. Pass it on to someone whom you meet. So that's why importance of distributing Prabhupada transcendental literature is the most important thing. And Prabhupada loved every single book distributor so much. Prabhupada said, my chest swells actually, when I hear the glories of book distribution, when I hear the reports of my Sankirtan, the distribution, it really brings my life back. It really brings me a lot of energy and I really feel very ecstatic. So Prabhupada was in complete ecstasy whenever he heard that Chaitanya Charitamrita is being distributed to far and wide to the whole world. So now book distribution right now, what we all are doing is a service to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And every report goes back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. Even if you have distributed one single set or even one small book or whatever of written by Srila Prabhupada, this whole thing actually is being connected to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. So it is all counted, okay? None of this effort is like, going in vain, or you may think, okay, who knows? I've distributed many books, but my name doesn't come in the report. So probably people don't even know whether I really distributed what, and people don't even know me, and people don't even know what effort I put in. But every single moment you put in the book distribution is all counted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you will get the reward. You will actually get the reward. None of the other people like us, we are not here to give you any reward. The real reward comes from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he's noting down everything. And within this life and even after life also, you will actually relish that reward. You will actually enjoy that ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And your devotional service after distributing the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you feel like you connected someone to the parampara. When you go back home, you feel very satisfied, and that satisfaction is uncomparable. It's like a completely out of the world experience, that you gave a mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to someone today, and that person will read it and that person will know about Mahaprabhu. Just imagine how much Prabhupada will be so happy about it. It's a transcendental thing. It's not mundane, it's not materialistic. It's a very spiritual and a transcendental thing actually. So take it very seriously, and that's what Prabhu said as well. We'll go to the next one. And then what he said about Prabhupada's purports. Okay, when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, because I guess most of you might have Chaitanya Charitamrita set in your homes. I mean, in the last session also, Matthew Prabhu was asking that how many of you don't have it. Please let us know. We'll try to dispatch and deliver it to your homes. It's very important to have Chaitanya Charitamrita at your home as well. And when you read it, even if you read one verse, one like, paragraph or whatever it is, you are basically, glorifying Srila Prabhupada, you are glorifying Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and you are actually, accepting that mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in your heart. And then you feel very happy, and then you distribute that happiness to anywhere everywhere, whoever you meet. And what nectar you see, obviously, after Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's verses, Prabhupada has given the translation and the purport, and those purports are actually the light of truth. They reveals lot of wonderful things. What it gives us, it exposes the false philosophies which we have to be very aware of. Sometimes we may misguided, we may be like completely illusioned by in this world so many things going on in this. I mean, in the era of internet, okay, you just open something and something else comes up. So kind of, it's a proper illusion. There is a misguide, there is a lot of information floating around. But when you stick to the basics, when you stick to Chaitanya Charitamrita, when you read Srila Prabhupada's purport, you actually get the right thing, the absolute truth. And that's why Prabhupada always said that stick to my teachings, don't deviate from that. The moment you deviate, you are vulnerable, you are exposed to that, the Maya, you're exposed to the illusory energy, and then you'll become a victim of it. And by the time you realize it's too late. So don't be deviated from that. Please read my books, read my books, read my books every single day. I have written, I have put the blood, I have put sweat, I have put so much of time and energy inside. Don't take it lightly, read it every day. And when you read, you know what is true, what is truth, what is not truth. So Prabhupada has exposed so many different, wrong philosophies there as well. So you are alert, and it guides us in our understanding of the true devotion also. What is actually true devotion? When, okay, we talk about devotion so much, there are a lot of philosophies floating around in the environment in this world, and people say, okay, you go in this way, you go, you become like a Brajvasi, you go and, in different ecstasy, you become a spontaneous this and that. Okay, that's fine. That's about maybe for previous acharyas. But what Prabhupada has given through the purport is that you have to be practical, you have to be very active in devotional service. And that's why Prabhupada said Bhakti is devotional service. It's in action. Are you surrendered or not? That will be determined by your action, not by your some kind of, external show business. We are not in the show business. Someone might pretend, someone might imitate, someone might do some things, but Prabhupada actually smashed them. He smashed all of those that, we are not imitators. We are followers. There is a difference between an imitator and a follower. Imitator falsely imitates, but a follower really follows the footsteps. The follower knows the actual truth behind that, and they follow it from their heart. They do not deviate at any circumstances, and they don't just show also. They know what is right, they know what is wrong, and they follow it sincerely, seriously, without any kind of different notions. So something, I mean, when I was going through that session, it really stuck in my head also, because there are many things coming on our path. When you practice bhakti, when you are a practitioner of bhakti, many things come on your way. You may like, actually, this is also good, that is also good. But then we are kind of, confused. Everything is good, then what should I do? Just stick to Prabhupada. Just stick to Prabhupada. That's it. Nothing else. Don't do anything else apart from what Prabhupada taught us. Then you are safe. Okay. Otherwise, we don't know. Anything can happen anytime. So stick to Prabhupada's purports, stick to Prabhupada's teachings. Then you will always remain with Prabhupada. And what Prabhupada promised, that if you follow me properly, seriously, sincerely, I take you back to Godhead. This is my promise. Take it seriously. Prabhupada is not joking here. Prabhupada is very serious about it, and it's a very serious business. So we have to stick to what Prabhupada is given as it is. Next one, next slide. Now, then, the mood actually, it's a real nice thing. What Manidhar Prabhu said in that session is that we never say that I am a devotee. And actually, the pure devotees will never ever say that I am a devotee of Krishna, I am a devotee of Mahaprabhu, I am a devotee of this. No, they say, I'm trying to be a devotee. I'm trying to be a devotee. Maybe by the mercy of Prabhupada, maybe by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one day I will become a devotee. We never claim to be a devotee. We always say, I'm trying. When will I become a devotee? When will I become a devotee? We beg, we cry for it, we beg for it. And that is the mood when you read, when you study Chaitanya Charitamrita. It was really, it's a wonderful realization, isn't it? I mean, when you read the pastimes of wonderful, personalities in Chaitanya Charitamrita, obviously including Panchatattva, then all the different acharyas and the interactions with Mahaprabhu, and what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has revealed, it's a different thing actually. It's not from this world. Then we try to get the essence that if Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, is saying that Nayanam galadashrudharaya vadanam gadgad hridaya gira pulakair nichitam vapuh kada tavanam grahena bhavishyati, he will say. He's saying, when will that moment will come? Just imagine, Krishna himself is saying that. Will it not be an arrogant thing if I say that I already got it? If I say that I already got, all the ecstatic symptoms, and now I have become, I claim myself to be a wonderful devotee or a great devotee, it's a complete rubbish thing then. If Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself is not even claiming that, then who am I? So the real mood is, when will I become a devotee? And Prabhupada always appreciated that sincerity, that honesty, that okay, yes, I have a lot of flaws, I have a lot of shortcomings, but by Mahaprabhu's mercy, I'll become a devotee one day. I'm just trying to follow what Mahaprabhu said. I'm just trying to follow what my Guru said, what Prabhupada said. And that's it. That's the life and soul of my whole journey here. That's all. I'm not claiming to be anything. And that's why Prabhupada said that you don't worry about anything. You don't worry about the qualification. You don't worry about eligible of anything or, whatever. I am your qualification. Just depend on me. Don't do anything independently. Just always depend on me. Do what I say. Just follow my instructions. Don't do anything on your own whims. Then what will happen is you develop the sincerity. You develop that eagerness. Yes, I want to know more. I want to know more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Ye dil mange more, more, more. Tell me more. This is the real mood of a devotee, that I want to hear more. I want to hear more about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about Prabhupada, about Krishna, about the real pastimes. I want to know more and more. That real eagerness actually will take you on the right path. But the moment I say I know something, means I don't know anything. We don't claim that I know anything. A real serious devotee, or the person who knows something, will never claim anything actually. They will always say, I actually don't know it. Maybe you can reveal some secrets of devotional life, some secrets of devotional service. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Roy's, discussions also are wonderful discussions. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, wonderful discussions, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never revealed anything in the first place, in the beginning. It's an amazing thing, when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, then you will understand how a devotee should behave, act, do everything. It should be in a very heartfelt way. We are not actually in a show business at all. It's a matter of love. It's not a matter of, showing or pretending anything. We'll go to the next. Now, then Prabhupada, what Manidhar Prabhu said in that session, then Prabhupada said one very amazing thing. And Prabhupada said that, okay, we do kirtan, we do many other things, but people will not take us seriously until and unless we publish and give a book to someone. This is a fact actually. And it is for all of us. It is for all of us. People will not take us seriously until and unless we read and distribute books. And mark my words, actually, I mean, not my words, Manidhar Prabhu's words. I'm just kind of, relaying it to you. This is very serious thing. The moment we stop reading Prabhupada books, people will lose that faith in us, because since we are not serious about it, okay, we are not serious about it, people will not be serious about us also. The moment we become serious in reading Prabhupada books, people will also take interest and they will also become serious in us as well. Right? So Prabhupada said you have to have books. Otherwise, people will say, okay, these are some kind of sahajiyas, or these are some kind of, kind of chanters or dancers, what's a great deal in it? Anybody can dance or anybody can do anything. But the moment you talk about philosophy, who are we? Are we the body or the soul? Then people actually, then they stop for a moment and they think about it. You're talking some sense here. You are different. Okay, let's talk now. So Prabhupada said, we are not just a sentimental bhakta. We have the philosophy also. We are not dry speculators also. We have a combination of bhakti and Vedanta both. I mean, that's the name of Prabhupada as well, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. So we have a combination of the real emotion of devotion, at the same time the actual grand philosophy also. We have both. It's an amazing combination, normally you don't get it. So that's why Prabhupada said, you have to emphasize on philosophy, and people will take spiritual life seriously when you give the knowledge to them. Talk about the real aspect of soul, talk about the real philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Then you will not be able to do it until unless you read it actually. So Chaitanya Charitamrita reading is a must. I mean, if somebody who is breathing should read Chaitanya Charitamrita, otherwise, what is the point of breathing and living in this life without reading or knowing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We have wasted. Why to waste our life? We are not like cats and dogs. We are human beings, and we have got some intelligence. Utilize the intelligence by reading and spreading it over. So Prabhupada was very, very serious. Let's all be serious about reading and then spreading and giving this philosophy to people. Then people will follow it sincerely and seriously. Otherwise people will think these are like jokers, bunch of some jokers. We don't take them seriously. But we are not one of those. Okay, we are really, really serious people. But when it comes to chanting and dancing, we are different. Okay. We actually dance and chant as well, but when it comes to the real philosophy, we give them the right thing as well. So we have both. We have the both of the best of the both things. We'll go to the next slide. So now what we should do. So what Manidhar Prabhu said, all of you, I mean 52 devotees are there on the call, 52 families or 52, let's say, logins. So all of you, hope we have, I mean, all of us, we have the Chaitanya Charitamrita set. What you need to do is just take Chaitanya Charitamrita in your hand. I mean, if you can take it now, you can take. I don't have it now, so I can't. But if you have it now, touch it. You are touching the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just imagine now. You touch it, touch just a book. I mean, any of the canto, just touch Chaitanya Charitamrita right now if you have it. Or if you don't have it, just maybe after the session also. Whenever you get a chance, just touch Chaitanya Charitamrita set. I mean, not the set you take, you open the box. Sometimes, the box is as it is, Prabhupada said as it is, and they kept it as it is. You didn't even open it. It's there in the box. I mean, in the cupboard. Take it out, take the book out, take the cover out, open the book, and put it on your head. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, the lotus footprint will coming to your head. Take the mercy, accept the mercy, then read. Seek the blessings daily on the daily basis. We are not saying that you give it like crazy number of hours. Okay, be practical. Whatever time you have fitting in your daily routine, whatever possible for you, fit 15 minutes, half an hour, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Read it every single day. It should be a daily practice. Without Chaitanya Charitamrita, we should not be sleeping actually. If you haven't got a time throughout the whole day, before you go to bed, just take the Chaitanya Charitamrita book, read one verse, relish that pastime, and then you go to bed. No problem. That's okay. It's accepted. But seek the blessings daily, on a daily basis. Your life will be different. You will not be any mundane or materialistic person anymore. You are you are an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are in the army of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then, because you are actually in the pastimes. You are reading it. By reading it, you take part in it. So it's an amazing mercy. Let's go to the next one. So this is a practical slide. I kept it separately so that I don't miss it actually in different points. Now, because since we have done this campaign of be a gardener and uh, you know, it takes time. It takes time. When you give this, when you plant the seed of bhakti somewhere, if you plant any normal plant also, it doesn't come out straight away. When you put the seed in the ground, obviously you have to wait. Keep watering, keep watering. You have to have a patience. You have to have a real tolerance. One day it will come, but do not stop watering the root. Do not stop the distribution of the books. Do not stop if you are guiding someone. Please keep guiding them. One day the time will come, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy will come, and the fruits will manifest. Fruits doesn't come on the day one. It's a fact. It may not come on the day one, but it will come. We have to have faith. With that faith, have the real, tolerance, the real, the patience. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. You never know when that day will come. It will come. It will definitely come. But we are not, we are not saying it will come tomorrow, day after, or the next day. We don't know that. Only Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows that. So let's leave that aspect to them. They will deal with it. Our aspect is we can do it. We can do our effort. Let's do our effort. So in that way, we are doing our duty, our part. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I have a lot of fruits to distribute, come join me. Let's distribute it. Just, join Mahaprabhu's army. And in that way, one day you will actually be a gardener as well. Wonderful. Let's go to the next one. So we are coming towards the end. I think one or two slides are there. So I'll try to wrap up very, very quickly now. So now, how you can show your commitment to Prabhupada? Obviously, when Prabhupada said that, when you talk about Krishna consciousness, you have to show your faith first of all. How you show your faith? You chant your prescribed number of rounds. So those who are serious practitioners, they chant 16 number of rounds every single day. Then you read, you follow four regulative principle. That shows your commitment. And commitment to Guru and Krishna is the actual driving force of your bhakti life. If you are committed, you will do anything and everything. And with that responsibility, the execution power will also come. If the Guru has said something to you, means the power has come already. You have that power to execute it. So do not question or do not have a doubt on that whether it will happen or not, because the driving force is your commitment, and the real mercy is coming from behind the scene there. So we have to basically, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about the different aspects of bhakti, the chanting is the foremost. And Prabhupada said the same thing also. 99% of our spiritual progress depends on chanting. So chanting becomes the foundation of our spiritual life. And when you give your time in the early hours of the day, you are ready to actually, receive that mercy throughout the whole day. You will be very spiritual. And when you keep reading it, you keep behaving in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, what they have said, that how you should behave, how a devotee should behave, you behave like that actually, and then by that mercy, you will relish it, you will experience the actual aspect of bhakti. It will not be missed. It will not be missed. So the early hours, that's why we have this Zoom call. And nowadays, by Krishna's mercy, it's so nice, we see many devotees in the morning hours joining from all different directions. It is very encouraging. So those of you who are not joining till now, we sincerely request with folded hands, please, please do join. It starts at 5 a.m. and it goes until 8 a.m. So 3 hours, you can join anytime, you can leave anytime, but please, please do join. By chanting, you are showing your affection to Krishna consciousness. You are showing your commitment to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada will be so happy that my followers are very serious. They are getting up early in the morning and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the association of devotees. Although we may not be physically together, but we are spiritually together. We are okay online together like that. So in that way, it's a very nice thing actually. We feel very happy when we chant with devotees. And when you chant in the morning, it's an amazing, amazing, what a bliss actually. And here we go is the higher taste, param drishtva nivartate. As soon as you have the higher taste, it really brings you the deeper realization. When you have a higher taste of Krishna consciousness, it actually, when they say, if you really want to have a pearl, you have to go deeper, deeper in the ocean. It is not on the surface. When you really want to test the bhakti, you have to go deeper, and that the real higher test will actually bring you that, the deeper realization of bhakti. So the true spiritual realization come from the higher taste. And when I say higher taste in a practical sense, when there are two options given to you, which one do you choose? That is higher taste. Give up the lower, go for the higher. We are not saying lose the whole taste, don't have any taste. No, no, we have a taste. Go for the higher one, go for the higher taste. Because in your life, you will always have options. You'll always have options, either Krishna or Maya. You'll always have option, either cinema or Krishna consciousness. You'll always have option, chanting or sleeping. You'll always have options. Go for the higher one. Go for the higher taste. Then you realize who you are. Otherwise, we will just waste time. We will just exist. We will never live life. And then obviously develop deep attachment to Krishna consciousness. by this showing this higher taste on a daily basis, practicing this higher taste activity on a daily basis, you develop very great attachment to Krishna consciousness. Even if people will tell you to do something wrong, you will never do it because it's gone so deep inside you, right? Even if people give you most amazing relishable dishes, which is not offered to Krishna, I will not have it. If it is not offered to Krishna, it's not for me. That is, that's something comes from within, right? It is not my taste. It is not my tongue. It should be Krishna Prasad. I'm not eating just for the satisfaction of my tongue because I've got a higher taste of Krishna Prasad. If somebody tells me, to do something wrong, and I know it's obviously not good, Prabhupada will not be happy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not be happy. I will never do it because I've got the higher taste. I have a better things to do in my life, Why to go for the lower ones? Why to go for the, the wrong ones or the worse ones? I just give up. I just don't want to go to that path because that's not made for me. And then you develop that real attachment, and Krishna looks at you, and this is a serious one actually, and Krishna have a full attention on you. And Krishna will take care of you. Avashya Rakshive Krishna. After that, you don't need to worry because Krishna is your protector. Once Krishna protects you, nobody can harm you at all. Not, I mean, like Prahlad Maharaj was protected every single possible way. People have tried to kill him, but nobody could even touch him actually at all. That's a supreme protection. But by that higher taste, you develop the attachment. By the attachment, you get the real protection. By that protection, you go back. So it's really, really a nice thing. Let's go to the next slide. And then Prabhupada showed this path to true happiness, transcending bodily designation that I am Indian, I am black, I am white, I am CEO, I am this or that. Just forget everything. I'm just trying to, I have one and only designation is that I am a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Basically, if I have this mentality of a servant, and I don't basically claim for anything. I don't say that I have achieved something or I've done something or I am this one or I am that one. I'm just basically an instrument, nothing else. Then I'm gone out of the body basically. It's not a bodily designation that I'm powerful, I'm this or I'm that. No. Whatever I can do right now is all by the mercy of Krishna. It's all by the mercy of Prabhupada because they showed me the real happiness. And I'm just trying to follow the same thing and I'm trying to give the same thing to whoever I meet. And in that way, I find the joy in my devotional service as well. This is the real formula of joy. When you transcend the bodily designation, then you find the joy because you are not kind of, restricting yourself. Your thought process has become widened. It's not narrow. It's become very wide like that. Next. I think this, and then we have the last one. So it's ahaituki apratihata. And this was the final point Manindar Prabhu said that Krishna consciousness is ahaituki. Ahaituki means we don't have any other motivation apart from Krishna's pleasure. Krishna should be happy. By doing this activity, Krishna should be happy. Apratihata. I don't want anything actually out of it. It's an unconditional and it's motivated only for Krishna's pleasure. It's an unmotivated and uninterrupted devotion. It will not be stopped by anything. It will never stop. I will carry on and on for doing the activities which are prescribed in the Shastra, which is given by my Guru, which is given by Prabhupada, which is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is the essence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings as well. When you do bhakti, you should not attach anything. There is no mix and match. There is no Mishra Bhakti. It's an unalloyed devotion. And when they say Anya Vilashita, Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam, Anukulena Krishnanushilanam Bhaktiruttama. Anya Vilashita, there is no other Vilasha actually. There is no other desire. All, all the desires are only for Krishna's satisfaction. That's all. Then the life is different actually because it's if you don't do it for yourself, you don't feel disappointed. You don't feel because there is no expectation for yourself. When you don't have expectation, there won't be any disappointment. The problem is we put ourselves inside and then we feel disappointed like that. Next. Okay, Haribol, thanks. Finally, we have reached. So let's all come and show our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for giving us this nectar of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's all by the mercy of Prabhupada. We are so, so much indebted to Prabhupada that he has given us this nectar. And, to encourage, to apply these teachings in daily life, we show our appreciation to Srila Prabhupada as well. When we apply these things, we should be encouraged to apply these things, whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to us, whatever Prabhupada has given to us. If you follow those things in your life, you anyway you are going to be perfected. Actually, the benefit is yours. We are the receiver. We are like, uh, basically the person who is actually taking and taking and taking and having a great time. So what is the problem in that? We should be happy to take it. We should be ready to take it actually. So with that mood, we thank Srila Prabhupada, we thank all the previous acharyas, and we are so thankful to all the devotees also, those who have taken time, energy, and their wonderful, you know, all those things, even Manidhar Prabhu and all Prabhupada disciples, they have given there's so much of time, energy to basically give us that nectar so that we can also try and experience sometime in our life. So let's say Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Thank you all so much. I'm 6 minutes over, which is anyway usual. It's all right.
No, we don't want to stop you, bro. We keep on hearing from you, but yeah, time is limiting. But we are very thankful and grateful
Thank
to
you
you,
so
bro.
much.
It's very, I know how could you able to manage to give the session from there, bro. Person like me, always in bodily consciousness and thinking. But after hearing from you, I can feel how devotees are in each situation of their life. They are happy, and not the happy. They are happy to give with others happiness, and they are not worried about their own anxiety or anything. So very grateful for heart touching class, and so many points, especially which I love the most, Krishna or Maya. So each moment we are having in our life, where we are choosing our path, it decide what we are selecting in each second. So thank you so much, Fuji, for your joining. I would request all the devotees who are available to show our gratitude. Why we can loudly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji's good health and for Prabhuji's time today. Please, so that it goes all corner to the hospital. So we can unmute ourselves and we can chant loudly one time Hare Krishna. One, two, three.
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
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 Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
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 Rama,
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 Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare
Wish you a very
Krishna.
happy Ekadashi tomorrow.
Oh yes, thank you.
Please join today tomorrow for Japa session as Prabhuji requested. So yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
devotees.
please, all of you join in the morning. I mean, any time between 5 and 8. Don't miss it. It's a very special day tomorrow. So chant as many rounds as possible in the morning with the Association of Devotees on Zoom. That'll be so nice.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thank
much,
you, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Prabhuji,
We
Hare
didn't give
Krishna.
we didn't give a chance to all the devotees to speak or question. I think it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna devotees. Thank you. Have a safe journey. Prabhuji. We are back.